Hey, Earth Signs, it's Suzanne with Sunny Force Tarot here to do a little weekend read for you. So this little reading is about, what your person might be thinking. It might be what you're thinking, what you're feeling. It could go either way. All right, so we're just going to lay out the cards here first. The first row here is going to be Capricorn. We're not doing reversals. All right, so this is Capricorn. This is Taurus. All right, we'll take that. That just fell out. Card of Scorpio. And then right down here, this is Virgo. And then we're going to use a oracle card here. Couple oracle cards. All right, so one for Capricorn, one for Taurus, and one for Virgo. And then I'll use my messages of clarity towards the end of each reading. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Capricorn, what your person might be thinking or feeling. Again, it could be your energy as well. All right, so let's see. Ace of Pentacles. So Capricorns, or the people that you're dealing with, the connections you're dealing with, there's an intention to grow something new here. Something in the physical world. So, this might be starting a new business. This might be starting a new connection. This might be restarting a connection, but there's intention to grow this, to expand where you're at right now. Okay? What do we have here? Two of Swords. It's interesting that these two cards are coming up next to each other. It feels like there is a choice that you need to make, or that you might be, because, we've got a new beginning here, okay? There might be something that has happened in the recent past for you, something that maybe you didn't want to see happen. I feel like you are trying not to think about it. You're trying not to think about your person. You're trying not to think about what happened between the two of you. What are you trying to do? You're trying to move forward. But it feels like something here needs to be addressed. Something that you're blocking. You're avoiding. There's a stalemate in some way between you and somebody that you have dealt with. This can also be the denial of true feelings. Maybe you just don't want to feel this right now. Maybe you don't want to deal with something. Maybe you don't want to deal with somebody. So instead of dealing with it, let's start fresh. Let's start something new. Let's get our mind off of it. I know I can be classic for doing that. If this isn't working out, I'm going to focus on something positive that I can grow. Okay? What do we have here? Look at abundance. You truly might be kind of turning the other direction, or looking in another direction, not focused as much on love right now as you are on building something. On growing, a new project at work. Maybe you're working on getting a new position, or, doing something that moves you forward in life. And you're like, the heck with this person. I just don't need to deal with this right now because I'm very focused on something else that feels good to me. Okay? And what do we have here? We've got 6 of Wands. Interesting. So, kind of the interesting part of this is that if you were to deal with this, okay, whatever it is that, you might be blocking or your person might be blocking, again, this can be your person doing this and, not you. If they were to deal with these blocked emotions, the stalemate possibly between the two of you, denying true feelings, I feel like they would move faster towards what it is they want in other aspects of their life because they're blocking something that they want with you. Okay? Because it says, that there's really, this is about victory, right? Triumph. We have abundance here. It's like if you're blocking triumph and victory in love, then you're blocking triumph and victory in other aspects of your life. Because that's the energy, that's the vibration, that's the frequency that you're holding. It applies to every aspect of your life. So if you're, not dealing with something, if you're not dealing with something because it's uncomfortable, because it's embarrassing, because you feel like a fool, and this, again, can apply to your person. If they're not dealing with something, it's holding them back not only in their love life with you, but in other aspects of their life. It's preventing them from really having the abundant beginning or the abundant growth that they're looking for because they're blocking a huge part of their energy, okay, that they're not dealing with. All right. So let's see. Let's get a little clarification here on abundance and on this 2 of Wands. All right, so what do we have here? Well, we're not dealing with reversals in this particular deck. We have the King of Wands. All right, so you might be dealing with Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, Capricorn, okay? And, this is about some type of... King of Wands is an entrepreneur, okay? He is somebody that makes things happen, okay? And he or she might be very frustrated that they're not able to move things forward the way that they want, okay? They have a lot of confidence. They're very charismatic. They're very self-assured. They're very sexy, okay? And they know it. And they're used to having what it is that they want. And they think they can put something on the shelf here. But I don't feel like they can. What do we have here? Look at 9 of Swords. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to their frequency, their energy. 9 of Swords, my least favorite card. And why? Because all it does is it's about worry, anxiety. They're worried about, they know they need to address something with you. They know that they're kind of putting you on the shelf so they can pursue something here. Like, I almost feel like they want this. They have genuine, true feelings towards you because we've got 6 of Wands here. But it's like they want to figure something out maybe financially or career-wise before they really address this. But they still worry about it. They worry about how they're behaving towards you. They know it's not right. And the longer it goes on, the lower their frequency gets. They don't realize that. Okay? 6 of Wands, what's that about? Okay, let's see. All right, we've got 7 of Swords. I feel like this person is going to be alone. they're going to be where they could have access to a lot of resources if they allowed you in to possibly be a part of this. They're going to have to work extra hard to get to the same place because of what they're doing right now to you. And Seven of Swords also says that you're stealing from your future, and that's what this person is very focused on, is their future. You're stealing from your future in order to give yourself something in the present. This is like a credit card, right? You buy something on a credit card now, and then you worry about paying for it in the future, but it hurts your future, right? Because you pay interest. So that's what's going on. And this is the key right here. This is what this person needs to address with you. For some reason, they're afraid to do that. All right, so let's get a message card here. It feels like the two of you aren't talking. It says, look at, I see you are doing well. So that might be, so be mindful of this. If this person is watching your social media and they're making certain assumptions, maybe that you don't need them, or you're good on your own, or you've got somebody else by your side, that could be adding to their worry or adding to them blocking, their true feelings, or keeping you at arm's length because they're seeing something or they're hearing about something when it comes to you that says, hey, they're good on their own. They don't need me. And I feel like this is really important for your person or you to address, because you're bringing down your frequency, or this person is bringing down their frequency, and it's affecting other aspects of their life. All right, so Capricorn, that's for you. Next, we have Taurus. What do we have here? Look at Six of Pentacles. Taurus. You might be in a situation where you or your person are giving to more than one person. And it doesn't mean that, in some way that this is an affair. Could be. It also could be, this might be a divorce. You can see that this person in the middle here is handing out to all these other people, handing out pentacles. This person might be losing money in a divorce. But it's also about giving to more than one person. So it could be that this is somebody that your person works with, and they're spending a lot of time with this person at work. It could be somebody that they are committed to in some way. And I always, I know sometimes the response that I get with that, people are very, very, very judgmental of that situation, are very quick to say, oh, that's not right. You shouldn't do that. That's immoral. That breaks my integrity. Well, you know what? That might be true. So it might not be your story. But when you're in it, or when it finds you, it's, then it's a different story. So sometimes I like to talk about that, because people, I truly don't believe, intentionally go out to fall for people that are otherwise attached. Okay? All right, so Taurus, Three of Wands. I feel like somebody here is waiting. Okay? They might be ready to leave something secure behind to try something new, or to move towards waiting for their ships to come in here. They might have had a premonition at some point. Like they might have told you, you know, that they felt like they knew you when the two of you first met. It might have been a real instant connection. And that's what I mean about not expecting or not looking for certain, you know, certain situations. Sometimes those situations find you. And I always say, be careful how much you judge other people for being in those situations, because a lot of times what you judge harshly, you find yourself in that situation, you know, at some point in your life. And you may think you can control it, but sometimes you can't. You can control what you do about it. I agree with you there. Okay? You definitely can control what you do about it. All right, so what do we do? What do we have here? Knight of Cups. Yeah. So, Knight of Cups. This is about somebody having a lot of pent-up feelings, a lot of secret feelings that feels like they want to be expressed. Okay? These are romantic feelings, maybe overly romantic, overly emotional. You might be dealing with somebody that's very, very sensitive. This might be you. Okay, this card flew out. We have a card of Scorpio here. You might be dealing with a Scorpio specifically. All right. This is also about transition. That's why this card feels like possibly a separation or a divorce. This might need to happen in order to fulfill, you know, a vision or a premonition that somebody had here. And this might be in the status of secret love. You might be a secret. Your person might be a secret. So something has to end here. What do we have here? Patience, waiting, Three of Wands. Somebody is definitely waiting patiently here. You know, I would never advocate, you know, stopping your life and waiting for somebody. But whether you've decided to do that or not, I feel like you are. And I feel like, you know, again, it could go either way. It could be your person waiting for you. But either way, I don't feel like if you're concerned about your person going out and dating while you're, you know, ending something, I don't feel like that's happening. I feel like they are waiting. They are waiting for you. All right, so let's clarify Six of Pentacles and this Death card. Knight of Wands, okay? This card is the affair card. This card is the player card. It doesn't mean that you're a player. It doesn't mean that your person is a player. It means that, you know, the connection has had periods of being on and being off, possibly because of, you know, a third person involved here. Okay? It's that energy. And it might be causing somebody to end a connection, end a relationship. It's causing somebody else to be very patient and waiting. And then Death, yeah, Six of Swords. Somebody's moving on. Somebody's moving towards what they consider their peace of mind, what makes them happy, what makes them, you know, feel calm. So I feel like somebody is getting out of a chaotic type of situation. What comes before Six of Swords? Five of Swords. There was a lot of conflict in this person's life or in your life. It feels like a good decision to end something in order to move on. Something felt secretive here. And it's like you both want to get out of that energy. You both do. Okay? Message card. When I'm driving, songs speak to me. Okay, I feel like there are certain songs that make you emotional, that make you think about the feelings that you have for your person, And that might be a shared energy that you both are experiencing right now. Because why? Because you're both patiently waiting, I feel like, to move forward, to move past something that felt chaotic, that you wanted to get out of, or they wanted to get out of. All right, so that is for Taurus. So let's move on to Virgo here. All right, what do we have for Virgo? Knight of Wands. Wow. Definitely some in and out energy. So you, Virgo, might be dealing with somebody right now that, you see once in a while, and when you see them, there's a lot of passion. It feels very good. It feels like everything, like you don't think about anything else. It's that person when they're around. But what do you do when they're not around? That's when I feel like things get challenging for you. So this person might live at a distance. You might live at a distance from this person. What else do we have? We have 8 of Swords. You feel, when this person isn't around, you feel kind of locked up. You feel trapped. You feel like, I want to move this forward, but I only see this person once a month, or I only see this person once every 3 months. It feels like we're kind of stuck and we can't move forward, possibly because of distance or whatever. This person might travel heavily for work, or they live on the other side of the country or on the other side of the state. It feels good. It feels so good when they're there with you. But you feel kind of out of sight, out of mind when they're not there. And then we have 5 of Wands. So that leads you to think about, where is this really going? Where do I really stand with this person? Am I just their Las Vegas connection, or their, Portland, Maine connection, or New York connection? Do they have somebody at every port type of energy? You know what I mean? So you don't really know where you stand. It feels good when they're with you. You feel kind of trapped as far as not being able to grow this in any way, not being able to move forward in any way. And you just don't really know where you stand with this person, or they don't know where they stand with you. All right, so we've got compassion. Okay, so this is saying that I feel like this person probably has compassion for the situation, or you have compassion for the situation if you are the one that is traveling in and out. But as much as that is nice, as much as compassion is nice in this situation and appreciated, I feel like it's not enough for you. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands and the 5 of Wands for you. All right, so we've got 4 of Wands. So here's the thing. You feel like this is something that if this person was around, even 50% of the time or 75% of the time, you feel like this is something that you could grow, that this could be a long-term, beautiful connection. But because this person is not around, maybe only 10 or 20% of the time, that's why you feel trapped in this situation. You might have gotten involved in this not knowing how little you were going to see this person. 5 of Wands, clarified by Ace of Pentacles. So what are you doing? You are considering, I don't feel like you're considering a new beginning or intention to move on from this person. You're trying to figure out how to move forward and create something new with this person. I don't feel like you're thinking about anybody else. I don't think, if this is your person, I don't think they're thinking about anything else. They're thinking about maybe what they need to change in their life to have you around more, or you're thinking about what you want to change in your life to be around this person more. Nine of Swords. Where else did we see that? Up in Capricorn. Yeah, the compassion, whatever compassion this person's showing you, or whatever compassion you're showing this person, it's not enough. It makes it, you know, it almost makes it, it feels like it makes it worse, because you know, it's like it doesn't feed what you need right now, is what it feels like. Or it doesn't feed this person's needs as far as what they need. Nine of Swords says that this person is looking at worst case scenarios, like how long is this going to go on? How long am I going to, you know, be okay with seeing this person only once or twice a month when I want to see them every day? Right now, you or this person really can't see an end to the way things are right now. I feel like somebody would have to change a lot in their life to make this happen the way you want it to happen. And you've got to consider that it might be happening right now this way for a reason, for a good reason. All right, so what does your person want to say to you here? Let's see. I remember the scent of your perfume. So there's something about your perfume or your cologne. This person really connects to the scent of you again. And I feel like this really speaks to somebody being present and then being away. Like somebody smells somebody's clothes, you know, puts the scent of somebody's cologne or perfume on a teddy bear and snuggles that. I mean, there's potential, there's real love potential here. And it feels amazing. And then it goes to, you know, you start overthinking things. You don't know where you stand with this person. Like you don't necessarily know if this person's even going to come back, right? Which is, you know, there's something about this situation that is exciting and heartbreaking at the same time. All right? And you know, and that's kind of the energy here. Knight of Wands, Nine of Swords is kind of the energy throughout this reading, and Ace of Pentacles. So it's like this in and out energy is causing a lot of worry. And I feel like there's a general energy with the earth signs of trying to figure out a way to have a fresh beginning, to grow something. Like there's a stagnant energy that wants to be removed so something can grow for earth signs. All right. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. All right. So have a great, fantastic weekend, and I will talk to you next week. All right. Bye.